I'm Ellen Wynn McBrayer with the Jones-Wynn Funeral Home family. This year we are doing things a little bit different. It's been a difficult year, and we would like to invite you. We'll wait a few minutes and let people get logged on to the live. But this has been a difficult year. The pandemic has created a sadness in a different way for all of us, fear, anxiety, and I would just like to say thank you for your courage to join in with us live tonight. We want to just take a pause as the holidays approach. Grief hits us in different ways, and oftentimes grief hits us like a wave. Sometimes we know the wave is coming. We can see it, like when our loved one's birthday, during special events. When you hear a song that comes on the radio, that's when the waves of grief hit you, and you're not expecting it. But as the holidays approach, a lot of times it feels like a tidal wave is coming. It feels like you can feel it building, and the anxiety that you can feel, it's just overwhelming at times. And that's why we want to pause right now as we approach the holiday season. Because oftentimes when the world is starting to get happy and we start seeing everyone put their ornaments up and everyone getting excited, if you've experienced a death, well, that's when the excitement of this world can make your sadness even heavier. We're here for you. We are offering this year free online grief support on our website because we all want to come together while the world is socially distancing apart. So tonight, before we get started, we'd like to invite Scott. We're going to light a candle for you at home. You should be here with us as we remember your loved ones because they matter. We love them, and we're going to miss them so much. And so we're going to light this candle for you first because you should be here. And this candle is going to represent each person that should be with us behind me in the empty pews, because you're here in our hearts, and we're hopefully in your hearts as your support through this. I always say that if a bone breaks, just like our emotions when our loved one breaks, when that bone heals, that bone will heal stronger. But we're not there yet, and my dad used to always say, when you think you've gone as far as you can in your journey, stop and look back at how far you've come. So Scott, if you'll light the candle, please. We're going to get this service started now. I'd like to invite the next part, the lighting of the candles.
We are lighting 5 candles this evening in honor of you and your loved one. They represent grief, courage, memories, love, and hope. The first candle represents our grief. The pain of losing a loved one is intense. This candle represents the depth of your love for your loved one. The next candle represents our courage to confront our sorrow, to comfort each other, and to change our lives. The next candle is in honor of the memory of your loved one. The times you laughed, the times you cried, the times you were angry with each other, the silly things you did, and the caring and the joy you shared. The next candle is the light of love. As we enter this holiday season, day by day, cherish the special place in your hearts that will always be reserved for your loved one. Be thankful for the gift their living brought to each of us. And the 5th candle is the light of hope. It reminds us of the love and memories that are ours forever. May the glow of the flame be a source of hopefulness now and forever. We, the Jones-Wynn Funeral Home family, love you and wish you hope and healing during this holiday season.
Memories are emotional. When we hear a song, we often can remember the year and maybe even where we were when it was on the radio. Sometimes there are scents and sounds which brings back a memory. Yet, you're here tonight, you're watching tonight to specifically remember someone who is very dear to you. See, God in His wisdom has placed us in time. We live our lives ordered by clocks and events and calendars. We are right now entering into what is perhaps the biggest holiday season of the year, Thanksgiving and Christmas. In one, we celebrate our thankfulness for what we have and our relationships with our family. In the other, we are overwhelmed with the joy of the season where we receive gifts and we give them. Yet this is a year when your holidays are going to have one less person in them. See, you're here to remember those you loved. And if you think about it, remembering is in essence a remembering. Remembering is an effort. It's an action. I mean, sometimes we choose to remember. Sometimes memories just come flooding back. Sometimes remembering is anticipated, like a holiday. With other times, like now, it's deeply personal and bittersweet in its experience. See, when remembering is personal, it is made personal because our memories reflect our experience. Our interaction, our conversations, and our observations, they all have the ability to change us. But when they're meaningful, when a memory is truly meaningful, it shapes us. And this is why you are celebrating the relationship that God has given you with the one you so desperately miss. You're here today because you've chosen to remember someone who shaped you. They shaped you into who you are today. See, God in His wisdom only gives us memories of things that are past. We are, thankfully, not given the ability to have memories of things that haven't happened. Our memories make us who we are today. We are conditioned and we are formed by our experiences and our relationships. And while we do not have memories of the future, our memories of the past help prepare us for what we will experience in the future. Yet, you are here, and the one that you loved is not here. But they are here in your memory, and they are here in your heart. Because you had the opportunity to have them in your life, yet you are now able to see and experience your todays and your tomorrows differently. Now understand, I say this knowing fully well that you may have both pleasant memories and perhaps even some unpleasant memories of your friends and of your family. I've been a pastor for over 2 decades now, and the Bible does not teach that those who belong to Him suffer either accidents or coincidences. I don't believe in either one. I serve the God who has a purpose and a design for our lives, and He has prepared us each of us, for the moments that we live in our lives. And as difficult as it is, and especially at this time of year, please understand that God has prepared you even for the distressing and the sad moments like now, as you remember the one that you lost. Thanksgiving will soon be here, and Christmas will be soon after that. Thanksgiving is always centered on our ability to give thanks for what we have, all of what we have in life, our jobs, our health, our homes, our family. In fact, we're so happy we just decide to eat ourselves silly. And it's through the act of giving thanks that we realize that while we may not have all that we desire, but see, far too often we have so very much more than many others who live in this world can ever imagine. Now, Christmas, it allows us to demonstrate our thankfulness through small acts of love. We give to others, often, sometimes for no other reason than just to see the joy on their faces when we give them that gift, representing the love and the affection that we have for them. The smells of cinnamon and pine infuse the time that we are spending with those that we love. Allow me to leave you with 4 final thoughts. Excuse me. 1, while it's impossible for us to go back in time, the time and experience of the past gives us the ability to appreciate the present and the future more deeply. The one who will leave a chair empty this year at your tables help make you who you are, how you do things, how you don't do things. You no longer laugh the same, you no longer look at life the same, and you appreciate things that you never would have ever appreciated had that person not changed you into who you are now. Second, neither time nor distance can ever diminish the power and intensity of the love that you have for them. Time may pass, love does not. You love the one who is gone more now than you ever did in the past. How is this even possible? It's possible because the Bible tells us that God is love, and like God, love is eternal. No matter where or when you are, you always have the ability to remember the person who loved you and whom you loved with an even greater and greater love than you ever had in all of your yesterdays. That is true now. And beloved, that's going to be true in the future. Third, each of you have been given the gift of memory. I think that's probably why we so fear and dread something like Alzheimer's, because it steals our memories. But memories are not created in a vacuum. They occur in the hard realities of life, a life that's filled with pain and a life that's filled with joy. My desire is to encourage you to focus on the joy that you had with the person that's gone. To ask God to give you the ability to remember everything that was joyful about your time with them. And finally, remembering is what this service and this time is all about. I have never in my life, and especially since I've been a pastor person, I have never seen anyone who has been positively changed by focusing on pain and unpleasantness. Yet just as the pain has the ability to strengthen us and prepare us, it will always be the joys that fulfill us. that satisfy us, that satiate our needs that sometimes we can't even put words to. The pain that's experienced by a mother at childbirth, that pain dims more and more with each laugh, with each tear shed, with each birthday, and with each moment spent with that child. A mother hasn't forgotten the pain, not in the least. But she chooses to remember the joy that's found in life instead. The one who is gone made you who you are now. Those memories that you have of them were once a today. And if I leave you with anything at this moment, I wish to emphasize this. Today is a gift for which you were prepared to receive yesterday. Today is a gift for which you were prepared to receive yesterday. The people in our yesterday live on through the choices of our todays. While we've been shaped by yesterday, we fulfill our lives today by those who we are and what we choose in our yesterdays. And we may not even have an understanding or a realization of the tomorrows that we're changing in our today. Just like the memories of that one that you miss so badly right now. This holiday season will be accented by joy and laughter, but it will also be seasoned by the salt of your tears. There's no way around that. Every human faces it. But please do not forget that the purpose of salt is to cleanse, to flavor, and to prevent decay. You will see and experience many things through this holiday which will cause you to think, oh, she would have loved this so much, or I can't imagine what he would have said about this. And these thoughts, they're going to be punctuated by smiles and by tears. Yet these bringing back of your memories are motivated by your love of the one gone and the love that they have given to you. Let us not forget the words of our Lord Jesus. I have come that you might have life and have it abundantly. Think of all that life is. It is joy. It is laughter. It is giddiness. It is pain. It is heartache. It is tears. And Jesus Christ came that we might have everything that is in life, and we will have it abundantly, abundantly more than those that do not know him can ever experience, can ever appreciate. May each of you have an abundantly blessed holiday season. And may God bless every single one of you. Let's have a short prayer. Father in heaven, I ask that you would touch all that hear this, all that see it. Father, that you will continue to heal the hurts of their losses, the pain in their hearts, the ache in their arms. Father, my words are nothing. It is only the power that is given through your grace, through the presence of your Spirit, through the wisdom of your word, and through the payment that Jesus Christ gave and did for all of this world. Father, I love you so much for all that you've given to all of us. And I ask these things in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Now, if you would to continue to watch, the funeral home, Jones-Wynn, has prepared a montage of both music and the names of those who were lost over the course of this past year. God bless.
Then I'm out of place. Lord, won't you?